Hi YouTube world. I'm sorry I've kind of been MIA. Welcome back to my channel. This is Na. Um, I'm the girl with no legs. Um, I've kind of been MIA for the last 3 or 4 weeks because I've been so busy. I got into the home hemo program, home hemodialysis program. So I've been in rigorous training Monday through Friday. I get Wednesdays off, but then Wednesdays is jam-packed with appointments back to back. Today I got a day off because my prosthetics are being remade and so they're not ready yet. So I got another day off of physio. Not that I should be happy about it. I try to do my exercises and stuff at home, but it is what it is. If you notice in my background, that's my high school picture. Anyways, my hair's been growing out. It's kind of really awkward. It has like this fluff here, but it is what it is. Having no legs, I'm either sitting in a chair or laying in bed. I'm always on my head, so like right after I wash my hair, it already looks like it's JBF hair. If you don't know what JBF is, I'm not gonna tell you on this channel. So what's been actually like going on in training? So I'm really excited because we finished our training program in 4 weeks versus 6, and so we're going to be home soon. So they're coming to deliver and install everything, plumbing, electrical, in our bedroom that we have here at my parents' house, and bring the machines and everything next week. And I'll dialyze at home on Thursday, and then Friday I am 100% on my own, so my life is in my own hands. I'll probably do a video on my dialysis machine and how dialysis works once I get the machine at home. I was hoping to do it in the actual dialysis clinic, but like we are so busy training. Danny's setting up, like he's training on his own machine. I'm setting up my machine so that I can start dialyzing. It's just so crazy that you can't really do video in there. Last week I went and got recasted for my prosthesis. It's This time they put on this they made this kind of look like a wrestler's outfit that I put on, so it's kind of really hilarious to me anyways, but I'll stick that video at the end of this video. What else is new other than being trained for hemodialysis? My leg is healing great, so once my prosthetics are done, next Wednesday is my next physio appointment. I'll be able to start working on both my legs again, and I'll probably get some video footage again since it'll feel like I'm starting from day one. Our home is lifted, and it'll be lifted and taken away next week. So our new house is on its way to being created. I'll put some pictures at the end of this video as well of what it's looking like, or the only thing I have pictures of is like the fence around the perimeter of the house, and then the house being lifted, and you can zoom in and see that the house is being lifted, and there's like a space between the foundation and the house, and they're ready to come and take that house away. After that, excavation starts, pouring and cribbing starts, framing starts, and then hopefully, like if everything works out great, we'll be in a year. What else? What else? What else do you guys want to know? My room has changed a lot. We had to like really make room for the dialysis machines and the dialysis materials. So it'll be sorry. I'm watching my dog try to get out of my room, but the door is closed and she's too big to get through. I'm just gonna go let her out. So nothing much else is new. I'm getting another wheelchair because my insurance covers it, so it'll be nice to have another wheelchair for winter, one for inside, one for outside. That's about it. So please enjoy the video of me being casted. Don't laugh too hard. I'll do a voiceover just to explain what's going on, because it probably just looks like yeah. Anyways, you'll see what I'm talking about. Talk to you later, YouTube. Leave some comments below if you have anything you want to let me know. Okay, so that's Steve, my prosthesis guy. He's really cool. And what he's doing right now is he's wrapping my stumps in saran wrap. Those are my special stockings or things that I wear to fit into my prostheses. So he's just wrapping them to protect them, and later on it's easy to pull off he's basically gonna paper mache my legs. So this is what he's doing here. He's just gonna cover it really well. So he's gonna do one leg at a time. We won't mention what my stump looks like right now, but yeah. There's the muffin top. I thought this was the worst of it, but the worst is to come. He's done. Just waiting now. Me and my muffin top. He's preparing what his daughter and also his coworker, Aaron's doing right now is actually sewing me something that you'll see soon here. Steve's gonna put another layer on to protect my clothes and other parts from the paper mache. So his daughter just made that for me. She sold it with some material, and he's gonna help me put it on. We're gonna protect my clothes. It's it's a whole outfit, guys. It's a whole outfit. I kind of look like a wrestler right now, and that's Aaron. That's Aaron right there, coming to tie it up, keep it up tightly around my shoulders to protect everything, protect my clothes as much as it tried. It didn't protect it as much as I thought it would, but I think it's also to help the shaping of help the paper mache stay on. So I'm laying there in my fashionable onesie. Oh, here he had forgotten to measure me before he put all this stuff on, so he's gonna measure my stumps now with his pretty high-tech tools. That looks like a shoe measurement tool to me, but it's a stump measurement tool to see how he's gonna take my measurements, how long to my bone, my butt bone, to the end of my stump is. He's gonna take some measurements around my thigh soon. I think I'm falling asleep here, but he's gonna come back in. Let's see what he's gonna do. Can't remember. It was such a blur. Yeah, he's measuring from my bottom too, and I'm doing his markings. You know, when I was laying there, I really didn't know what he was doing because I couldn't really see down. So this is kind of interesting for me to see as well. It's actually really hard for me to lay like this. As you can see, my stumps, they actually hover. My hips aren't quite strong enough to hold my stumps down, so laying like this is actually really uncomfortable for me, which is why you'll see my other stump moving up and down because I'm trying to get comfortable. This is actually really uncomfortable. He looked for my butt bone and then pressed down with that wooden tool to measure. You should reach for your own butt bone and see how painful it is to put some pressure on it. It's actually quite painful, but he's looking for that butt bone because that's where my prosthesis is gonna have a seat, like a mini seat for me to actually, I'm supposed to be like sitting on. So that's why that butt bone is so important in his measurements and in his like what he's doing. He's always looking for it. So if you see his hand reaching in there, he's looking for that butt bone. He probably looked for it and found it 30 times during this whole process. So he's just doing his measurements around my stump and yelling them out to Aaron to write down. It felt like I was at the dentist. You know how they say all those terms and they let their dental assistants write some sort of things down, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it kind of felt like the same way. So the whole time I was laying there, I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I was really uncomfortable. Um, my other leg is raised a little higher, as you can see. But yeah, look at my big belly. It's a big Buddha belly as well. This outfit was not very flattering. But it was really funny to put on. So he's almost done his measurements, I think. So this is him putting on the paper mache. So these are wet bandages. I think this is what they use for casks. That's what it felt like. At first it was like fine, but as he put on more and more layers, it got really warm. I actually thought I was peeing myself. And it got really heavy. So it's it was interesting. You know, this is probably how a balloon feels when you paper mache a balloon. But yep, he's just gonna cast my leg. So he's let this plaster set. It took about, I'd say about 10 minutes or so. Felt like forever though, so he's just cutting off the protective outfit. Sad to see it go, but he had to do this twice, so they made another outfit for the other stump. And so he's cutting it, even though I could have just slipped it off just as easily. And this is where he's gonna pull my cast off. I'm not quite sure what he's doing here. I think he's just drawing some markings on. To show where certain muscles are, I guess. I didn't really ask, actually. I didn't even know he was doing that because I couldn't really see. So at this point, I'm just waiting for him to take it off of me. So here he comes in and he's just pulling it off. It's actually it comes off quite easily. And we're done.